Hello everyone. Today I'm going to announce a tournament which I'm going to do, which it's hide and seek. So this tournament is going to be a bit different for the last tournament I did. This is going to be more a hide and seek persecution type of tournament, which is going to be very interesting for the players that do not like to shoot or don't like to play CS:GO or FPS games. It's going to be a different type of tournament, and I'm going to show you guys first of all a bit of the rules, and then I'm going to show a video which we did a test run so you guys understand the whole idea. Let's check the rules, right? The tournament winner is going to get a DECEIT 2 free copy. I'm going to give in Steam once the game releases. The game idea, it's very simple. So there it's one killer, which is going to be me all the time, and there is five survivors. The survivors need either to hide or run while me, the killer, chases them. If the killer manages to catch you and kill you, you are going to be dead and you need to leave the game. Uh, I will count to 25 seconds in a part of the map. I will gather all the survivors. I'm going to count, and then the survivors, while I'm counting, they can hide, they can go run far away, and they can try to play their game. Once the countdown finishes, I'm going to go and chase them, right? There is going to be a 10 meters proximity chat on the day and only 5 on the night. On the night, once the night comes, the survivors which are alive are going to need to put the fuses, which might compromise their positions, and they need to work together to keep advancing on the second stage and the third stage and so on. Um, but once the second stage arrives, it's all the same, right? You need to hide, you need to still do the persecution. It's like it's all a continuum type of mini game. The tournament rules are very simple. You need to have 0 perks. All the survivors need to have 0 perks. The only ones with perks is going to be the killer, myself. I'm going to have stakeout, maybe speedy slasher, and some other things which are going to give me a small advantage in order to catch the survivors. You will need to remove all the perks at the start of the game. You cannot get any objects. So the torch, the cameras, the armors, the shotgun, you cannot get any of them. You may break them if you want. You cannot make any bug, which is of course obvious. It's a hide and seek game. You cannot go outside the map. You cannot put in a place where the killer can't kill you, right? And very important, you can not slash shoot any player, your survivor teammates, or even myself. The only one that can slash is going to be myself. I'm going to not use the pistol. I'm going to only use the slash. So it's going to be some nice persecutions. If the killer kills you, you are going to, of course, leave the game, right? That's very simple. What's allowed is you can get health packs. So, for example, if I slash you once and we're in a persecution, if you see a health pack, you can get that health pack and get some HP back, which is going to make you maybe get a bit of time, so you can get another slash and you can run again and so on. Body blocking, it's allowed. So if, for example, one of your survivors wants you to die so he can get more points or he can survive a bit longer, he can body block you and make you get killed. Selling out your teammates is also allowed because, of course, it's going to be one infected randomized on the survivors, which as is going to have terror sense. That infected player can help his teammates. For example, okay, the killer is coming from the left side or from the right side, or he can use it for his own advantage. He can also lie to his teammates, to the innocent teammates, to the survivor teammates, right? He can lie and say he's coming from the left side, and that's a lie. He's coming from the right side. Maybe I can get one, and so on. Of course, the infected cannot transform and can harm any players, right? Um, the game finishes once the killer gets all the players and kills everyone, and here is the point system, right? If you survive the first stage at day, you get 1 point. In the night, you get 2. If you survive the second stage at the day, you get 2 points. If you survive the night and manage to go to the next phase, you get 1 point. In the third stage, if you manage to survive the day and the night before the escape button appears, you get 1. And if you escape, you get 3 points. So that's the point system we're going to do. It's going to be 5 lobbies, so it's going to be 25 players. You have the signups here, the example of the signups. It's permaban players can play. The permaban players are allowed to play. Anyone is allowed to play. Here you need to do the signup. It's simple. You need to put your main alias, which is in the key host, and your ID. Here is also the times which are going to be played. It starts on the 7th of this month. The round 1 starts at 16. It's going to be the first round is going to be only 1 match. The quarterfinals are 2 matches. Semifinals are going to be 3 matches, and the finals it's 5 matches. Here are the times, which is everything in Discord. I'm going to leave, of course, the Discord in the description. It's my own server, and yeah, and it's very simple. I also have an Excel, which is I'm going to show in a bit as well. But for the Excel, I'm going to show you how the point system it's going to work and how everyone is going to advance to the next stages. So on the first round, you're going to have 5 lobbies, which is 25 players, because of course myself as a killer, I don't count. It's going to be 3 players per lobby advancing, and 2 are going to be disqualified. Then on the quarterfinals, which we're going to have 15 players, 3 are going to advance per lobby, and the 4th player on each lobby is going to play a face-off against myself, and the one surviving it's going to advance. That's going to be 10 players on the semifinals. On the semifinals, we're going to have 10 players. 2 are going to advance straight. It's going to be 3 matches, 2 advances, and the 2 yellows, which are the third, are going to do a face-off, knife 1 against 1, and best of 3. And on the finals, it's going to be 5 matches, and whoever wins is going to get the DECEIT 2 free copy, right? What happens if, for example, you have players here with the same points, which is going to maybe they're going to have the same points. On this case, what happens is that the one surviving the most is going to advance. So, for example, if there is 2 players, right? Let's put here, for example, Jack and Hans. They have both 2 points, right? Okay, here you cannot see. Put like this, 2 points. Oh, sorry, because it's this. Okay, here. So what happens when they have 2 points, right, each, right? So what happens here is that the one surviving the most, it's going to advance. So if they have if they have the same points, but Jack survived more than Hans, so he was killed after Hans, he's going to advance. And same on the other matches, right? On case you have more than 1 match, the one surviving most on the last match is going to make advance and having that tiebreaker. So it's very simple. Of course, if you guys have any question, you can use the Discord server in the chat or the support channel to ask any questions. I can also repeat myself in Spanish if you guys need. But yeah, we're going to use mostly English. So yeah, guys, and now I'm going to show you a game which we did a beta test run, so you guys understand more clearly what the minigame is about. I'm going to have sometimes speed slasher, sometimes don't, depending on the map. Here it was a test round. I have stakeout, and then you have the players, right? So when we start the game, I'm going to go to a place as you can see here, and I'm going to stay here and count to 30 while all the players which are here waiting all together and are going to hide, right? So I go there and I start counting here until everyone hides. When I finish counting, as you can see here, I stop counting and I start. For example, here, as you see here, Tiago hide and I didn't see him, right? Which is a good idea. This map is very, very big, right? So here you can see I didn't see this guy. He was hiding, I didn't see him. I just keep running. So yeah, you can also hide, or you can put yourself in a position to start running if you see me. So I start finding the team. I couldn't find any. Then I find Baka, but he ran away. I try to find players, and then I see here two, and they're running, right? So I try to cut them off. Then they see another one, and he start running as well. So it's like a persecution, right? And for here and this and there, you can see here that Pua did body block to make one of them die, which in this case was Hans. So I kill Hans. Then here I'm following Diego, and I see here one more, but I cannot slash him for some reason, and he escapes. And at the night, they need to put fuses, right? So they advance and they gain more points by surviving the night.
Bro, I don't see shit.
So yeah, it's simply that, right? They keep running. Of course, there is no night anomaly. Here I see Chang, so I kill Chang. That's two dead. Then you keep running. They put the fuses. You can also do the pistol so they don't hear you. Then I have Lisa here. I run with Lisa. And it's just like that. It's very simple, right? There is nothing too difficult.
Oh, anda a cagar, bro.
Just persecution.
What?
Here.
And yeah.
No.
Tienes sigue siendo.
And just like that. And then you have here also Arctic, which is even funny because it's smaller map. So you can see here that you can also sell your teammates and go where your teammates are, and you can follow them, which is I think it's a very good mini game, a bit different, something which can be fun, which doesn't require you to shoot or to have game sense. I mean, of course, it requires a bit of game sense, but I think it's a good mini game. And you can see here they are all running, and I'm trying to catch them.
Ay, pero suerte de vaca, Dios mío.
And yeah, I think it's good. It's good.
Ay, me caí.
Uh,
Me como el pato, me como el pato. Ay, puta, te viste de error, ¿verdad?
as you can see here, you can get the health pack
Ay,
there,
a esto lagazo me agarró.
and you can try to use the terrain. Of course, you cannot transform because that was a mistake. But yeah, as you can see here, it's pretty, and it's easy to know how to play, right? It's very self-explanatory. So yeah, I hope you guys understand what's the tournament about. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to leave everything in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys register. The signups are very easy. You only need to put your main alias and your ID. And yeah, and we're going to do the same as we did on the last tournament. You need to join the waiting for lobby, and you're going to be selected on different lobbies. And then you can play. Everything is going to be live streamed on my channel. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the tournament.